Lazy Susan spin around. Topics lifting off the ground. Movies, music, games, and TV. Stay tuned and you will see.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lazy Susan, where we are going to be rotating around all of your favorite topics with gaming, movies, TV shows, music, all the fun stuff, staying up to date on the pop culture. My name is Todd. I'm here with Derek and Adam, as always, my two co-hosts.
What
Episode
up, everybody?
49.
Oh, yeah.
How you guys doing this week?
Oh, you know, loving life, living large.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. What's new in your guys' life? What are we playing? What are we watching? I guess we'll get to what we're listening to towards the end.
Right. Just been streaming. Pretty much. Still every day when we're not doing the podcast, when I don't have work interrupting my flow. I'm being just straight up.
Is it always Ark?
So, well, I did do one day of Monster Hunter, but that's like I said, with that content being so quick. But I was able to, so far it's just mainly been Ark. I'm not trying to be an Ark streamer. It is fun and I am loving it. Engaging with a lot of the people that, share the same interests or, share the love for Ark, but also the frustrations with Ark, but also just people just interested in the stream. Have a couple people that become like consistently consistently casually dropping by and all that, dropping by. I keep losing my words. Anyway, but yeah, it's been really good. It's been pretty cool to experience that. It's been pretty cool to get to know some of these people. And then
Awesome.
It's been funny to see and how they react with certain friends of ours. Like with Russell, one of them is just like, Russell, like right when he jumps in the chat. I'm like, he's not here tonight. And he's like, oh, Adam. I'm like, okay, I see how it is.
You're number 2 on your own stream.
Yeah, right. Nah, it's all good though. And then it's been fun, man. And then I've had some people get into arguments on my stream, like going back and forth like crazy. But then they made up. They're they got some tough skin. It was America versus Canada talk, so I was just laughing. I was like, let's just be team North America.
those the hockey arguments.
That all came from the hockey argument.
That's so funny.
But they're great. Both of them are great. I love both those guys. They're very entertaining and fun to listen to. Plus, they've been helping the hell out of me. They both have a lot of knowledge in the game, so
that's cool.
It's been fun.
Hell yeah.
We love that.
And aside from that,
what you got going on? Oh, my bad.
I just figured I'd drop one more thing, and I was just, aside from that, just caught up with like a bunch of things going forward with Monster Hunter, and we'll talk about that later today. And that's all I wanted to really chime in on.
Nice. Derek?
Not much, man. Again, just super into Baldur's Gate. That's all I play. So yeah.
So what was that tattoo on your arm?
I had to.
What is it actually?
And so
I got it before.
That's a trendsetter right there. He knew.
It is funny that it looks a lot like the Larian Studios thing. I can't really move my arm that way.
That's a mind flare, boy.
There you go.
It does look like a mind flayer skull, but whatever. I digress. I got this tattoo years ago before I even knew what Baldur's Gate was. But yeah, no, that game is ridiculous how awesome it is. I'm eating crow. I apologize to everyone who I offended in episode 2 or 3 or even 1.
I was gonna say I love that this is episode 49 and we're getting to see the full 180 and now the hype come all the way back again, because we started this when Baldur's Gate was like very prominent in our lives. And now it still is. Like, obviously, we still have a 4-man campaign that we're going through. We lost one of our honor runs. We're still playing it to this day. Like, it is a phenomenal game. It's so funny. It's so funny. And also to your, really not to your defense, because you're loving it solo. You should have been playing it the entire time on the PlayStation. But in your defense, you didn't really get into it until they got the crossplay thing going on, but then you ended up getting it on PC anyways. So,
well, yeah. Well, yeah.
He's like, all of that is valid.
All of it's valid. The thing with the PlayStation is that when I tried playing it with Haley and I watched how she was playing it, and because I forgot what it looked like on the PlayStation, when I'm looking at it on the screen, I'm like, ugh. This
UI is terrible.
I don't like it.
It's good for what they could do, honestly.
Right? Yeah,
there's
you can't
so
have the
much stuff that you
bar
have
at the bottom.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't work.
I hated it. That sucks. I like seeing everything right there at the bottom of the screen.
So helpful.
The only way
much
that
easier.
works is if your analog stick is controlling a cursor the entire time.
Right.
If they take away,
But you can't even do that because you need it for the. Well, I guess you could use a D-pad for the camera if you separate the two.
You can use the other analog stick. Like this one is just gonna, you're still gonna point and click. So
I see what you're saying. I see what
click,
you're
press
saying.
A, but like you'll move around the camera with the other one.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be fine, I guess. But no, I'm loving it. And that was the thing, was when we started and I was kind of getting into it, like enjoying our campaign with everybody. I was like, oh yeah, this is cool, but I need to play with people because I lack the imagination to do some of the things that you can do in this game. And I'm sure I'm still missing things because I'm just like, oh, I never would have thought to do that. But man, I'm fully invested in my solo run right now. It's all I ever want to do. I know I said that last week too, but it's all
it
I
is really
do.
cool to see that perspective too, where you went in saying, I can't even play this game on my own because I have no imagination. I can't do all this and that. And now look at you go.
Yeah, no, I'm having a blast. I promised the girls I was going to play some Roblox game with them tomorrow morning, and I'm kicking myself already because I'm like, I could be playing Baldur's Gate. No, I'm just kidding. I like playing games with the kids. But
I'm just joking.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's the only really other game I play sometimes is Roblox with the kids, but that's about it. Our Madden League kind of came to a halt. With Todd and Nick and Rich. I don't know what's going on with that. I have another league that I kind of play a game every once in a while whenever everyone else advances it. Everyone's moving at their own pace. Everyone's busy. They're doing their own thing, and that's fine. But it's really just Baldur's Gate. I was watching Cassie and Andor. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
He's frozen.
It's Adam, right?
Yeah. He said hello.
Yeah.
Is he about to drop the call altogether?
Oh, I don't know.
It's possible.
It's
possible.
Technical difficulties, folks. We're sorry.
That being said, go ahead and finish your story, Derek.
I was just gonna say that I was watching Cassian Andor, the show Andor with the character Cassian Andor from Star Wars. I was watching that. I still kind of am, but I'm really slow with it. I mean, you guys know when I was watching shows, I was flying through it. Adam's back.
Yeah.
Can you talk? Can you hear us?
Yeah, that was weird.
There you go. Really
I was like, you guys frozen. I'm like, no, it was me, and you guys disappeared. And I was like, oh, great. I was on my way to the modem, and I hear you guys talking, and I was like, thank God. But like, what the hell?
That was weird. But yeah, no, you guys know, like when I was watching shows, I was flying through stuff, watching just episode on episode on episode.
Suspiciously so.
Suspiciously. It was just all my time was dedicated to watching all that stuff. But now that I'm always playing Baldur's Gate, even when I'm trying to watch Andor, which I am enjoying very much, I watch an episode and I'm like, all right, I got a little bit more time to play some Baldur's Gate instead of watching another couple episodes of this. So I'm still only on season 1. I'm almost done with it, I'm almost done with season 1, but that show's been awesome. It's been great. But that's literally all I've been doing. Is Baldur's Gate and some Andor here and there.
I mean, that basically sums up life.
Yeah, I guess. That's all you really need. This dark urge run is insane. I keep saying I can't wait to get back because I'm pretty decently further than where we are in ours, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to see where we go once we enter Act 3 as the group, because I think I was telling you yesterday, the game is, I can only imagine how different it is, because there's no way the things that are happening with Gortash and Orin that are happening with me and Dark Urge are happening with the game when you're not playing Dark Urge.
Right.
Like I'm so invested in trying and seeing what that's going to look like.
Yeah. This
So yeah,
game
that's it.
is literally a box of chocolates.
Yeah. It's been great. I'm like, I had to investigate how someone got killed, and then I found another body, and I was like, ooh, wait a minute. And I went and found some I leveled up Shadowheart, and I was like, I can speak to the dead and find all this information. And I'm like doing detective work that I didn't think I was gonna have fun doing, but I ended up loving it. And I'm like, where's that little dwarf guy? I'm gonna go fucking get him for he killed his mom. What a bastard. So yeah, that was funny. Found his ass.
That's right. Damn.
Yeah. I don't know if there's other ways to find out who killed her, but that's how I did it. I spoke to her when she was dead, and she was like, "My sweet boy."
See, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
So yeah. What about you, Todd? What's new with you? Aside
Yeah, I
from your
can't see
awesome
anything
background?
different that's new with Todd.
My life has been completely consumed with moving this past week.
Mhm.
It's been work and moving. One of our other managers at work got fired because he wasn't doing a great job, and then he decided to make some poor decisions. So, now we're down a manager, so we're having to pick up the slack there. Other than that, just moving in this. I haven't had time to play literally anything. When I am getting on and playing something, I've been playing a little bit of Tarkov, a little PvE, something to chill. Do that. And my new obsession, I don't think I talked about it last week, is Door Kickers 2. It's a tactical RTS game kind of thing. It's top down to where you're controlling your squad and they're just going through and clearing stuff. It's like close quarters combat, or sometimes it's large maps, depending on like what you're doing and whatnot. But it's really cool. It's really fun. I've been having a blast playing that. It's something that you can play and not have to put like an absurd amount of time into. I can just play a couple missions here and there and then get out of it. But it's got a pretty cool game loop. There's like different teams that you can build up, like the Rangers, the CIA, the militia, stuff like that. And there's a bunch of different missions to where you have to go in and eliminate all the enemies, capture a high value target, save all the hostages, just random stuff like defuse a bomb, random stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. It's a tactical game. It's pretty rough. It's like hardcore. You can get fucked really easy, and I like games like that to where there's a really big learning curve and you can die really quick. There's an Iron Man mode.
No, okay.
So it's a game to where you control the entire team. They go through and do all of this stuff, but you can pause it as it's going along and make the decisions before it happens, and then you press play and then you watch it play out.
And then they go and do it.
Yeah. And then you pause it, and then you finish it and whatnot. There's like achievements to like, you can go through the entire thing, like never stop clicking, go through all the doors and have them clear it, and you'll just literally watch it play out in front of you. Kind of, you won't have to be fast. Like it'll all be paused while you're mapping all of this stuff out. So you can be like, okay, go into this door. I want you to look this way. Once it's clear, you're gonna go into the next room, throw a flashbang, clear, go through, and then you can just hit play and watch it go through, and hopefully your guy survives if you were good enough to check all of your corners and stuff like that. And then at the end, it plays a movie of like what you did. So all of this stuff from beginning to end, you watch it back. So sick. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I saw you talking to Matt about it the other day, and I kind of like I clicked in to watch it for like half a second, and I kind of got that gist of what you were saying. I thought it was turn-based. I didn't know it was like a pause play kind of thing where you pick out. But yeah, no, that's a cool idea, how you map out everything and then you just watch it happen and hope that you made all the right choices.
Yep.
That's cool.
So, yeah, and there's an Iron Man mode, so where there's permadeath. So when you're going through the campaigns, if one of your troopers dies, they're gone. And if it was like your highest level trooper, like that sucks. They're gone.
Yeah,
like, you just have to get through it. So yeah, I honestly haven't played games in like the past like 3 or 4 days though. It's literally just been all moving.
Yeah,
We're still getting out of boxes. Almost, I think. We just have like some patio furniture at the old house now. That's pretty much it. Other than that, everything should be out of it. We just have to get everything out of boxes and then get like new furniture here because we threw a lot of stuff away.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
yeah, that's usually how it goes when you move. You find all the shit that you don't need, and you're like, all right, get rid of this.
Yeah, we
Holding on to it for long.
Insane amount of clothes. Got rid of a bunch of stuff.
Speaking of donated, Haley, she works for Goodwill at like some building where they sort things for online. She saw when she went to work today, you know what she saw on the top shelf for the video game department? Switch 2 has already been donated to Goodwill.
That's insane.
Insane, right? I was like, at least try to get your money back. Donating it? That's crazy.
I mean, that's what the Goodwill's about, man. You're doing it on Goodwill, man. Someone's gonna need that more than me.
Yeah, I guess.
Never mind.
You good?
My laundry's offset. I just tried fixing it. I just heard it go bang again. I'll be RB.
Yeah. So yeah, no, she told me that. I was like, that's absolutely crazy.
That is wild.
Real quick, in the what was it that just happened? Oh, I thought I was gonna bring up something sports related, but I already forgot what it was. I had it for a second, but I lost it. Yeah. What else is new, man?
That's literally it, man.
Literally
it's just fucking work and moving. Like my life is just so consumed with that. This room is the only room that's
Done
put together, and it's not even like close to being done. I was able to take all of my pops out of my boxes. It literally wraps all the way around the room. You can't see the other shit, but like putting them in this room and having them wrapped all the way around, I was like,
I always forget exactly how many you have.
Yeah, it's the same here because they're always behind a closed door, and like I don't think about it. And now that I see them in plain sight, I'm like, wow.
Like when we move and we put ours in a box, I'm like, man, we have a lot. And then I'm like, compared to Todd, I don't have shit. We get like a large box that we can fill them in because we have a lot, but not that much. You got a lot.
Yeah,
claiming all those GameStop exclusives as soon as they came in.
Only the ones that like pertain to me. There was a lot of shit I didn't get. Like there was a lot of like League of Legends stuff that I never got.
Oh yeah, because it's like you don't care about that.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I think I ended up getting one of the League of Legends ones eventually because we had like a buy to get one free or whatever, and I didn't have anything else in there. And I was like, you know what? This one has a sticker on it. Like, might as well get it, kind of thing. Yeah. And then it's also funny, like going through these and like putting them up. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I had this one. I forgot I had this one. I forgot I had this one. There's a lot.
Yeah. The only one, like the ones I see all the time are the ones that I have. Well, I have them more so underneath my monitor now, but yeah.
Give a shit about Game of Thrones, but it's got a sticker.
That's always been a cool one, yeah.
I was like,
I've had that one for forever.
Yeah, this is one of the OG ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it. Not much exciting, just a lot of fucking moving, a lot of getting settled in, and now we have to go back and clean the old apartment. We still have it for like another week and a half, like 10 days or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. With that being said, we can basically jump right into it.
All right. Are you ready to talk about? I only had one thing to talk about for movies. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add to that.
Hell no. Let's get out of this intro, though.
Let's get into the movies. Movies.
We'll do a little skirt. All right. I don't know if you guys saw, there was some new footage revealed for Superman, and it's more people being like, "What the hell is going on here?" And it has to do with Superman being pretty emotional because the plot sounds like crypto gets stolen or taken.
Oh no!
And
not
he
the
busts
dog.
into Lex Luthor's office, breaking the doors. Boom! And
That's
he's
some
like,
John Wick shit.
"Where's the dog? Where's the dog?" And he's like freaking out like that. And people are like, "This is Superman? Where'd you put that dog?" And then a lady starts recording him and he throws the table at the window. And it's like, oh, shoot.
Okay.
And he gets all up in Lex Luthor's face and he's all like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So,
That's stupid.
so that's just people tripping. Either way, either you like it, seeing him have more emotional responses as a character,
really-
or
I don't really
don't
care.
like that.
He can cry. He can be mad. He can be calm, and I wouldn't give a crap.
What do you guys think? No, I'm just joking. But
They released the final trailer for Fantastic Four.
Oh, they did they? The final one?
I
Yeah.
can't even see
I
it.
might have missed that.
I didn't watch it, but they released it.
I'm 10 times more excited for that than I am Superman. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, they're both movies.
I'll watch that.
There
before I
are
watch Superman.
all those three. Well, the three, because I keep on saying three, because we also have the Jurassic World coming out as well.
I don't give a crap about that movie.
No, this one looks
Awesome.
actually probably the most interesting it's looked since the first time they announced Jurassic World, to me at least. Every other
This
project.
is the only thing that matters coming out.
Oh,
I know you love that shit, and that's cool. I'm sure it'll be fun for that kind of movie, but I just don't care.
I bet it'll be better than those two.
It might. It
that
might.
comes out next week, Wednesday.
Augers.
You know what else comes out next week on HBO Max is Sinners, and that's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's something we could talk about.
I can't wait to watch that
Finally releasing on, you said HBO, right?
on Max. Yeah.
Is it Max or HBO Max? Come on.
Or actually, I think they went back to HBO.
They did go back
Max.
to HBO
Yeah,
Max.
I
I'm
think we
just
talked
messing with
about
you.
that. Yeah.
We got Fantastic Four July 25th, so that's still kind of at the end of the next month. And then we're
You know what else comes out July 25th?
What's that?
Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix.
No way. I haven't seen any.
I'll be watching.
have they had
that
trailers
on
for
July
that?
25th. Yeah, dude, there's a full trailer for that movie.
Damn.
Bad
Just like
Bunny's in it. There's a lot of people in that movie, man.
Oh, damn. Okay, so there is kind of a gap between Fantastic Four and Superman. I thought they were a lot closer than what they initially are. So we have Jurassic World coming out next week, and then the following week is Superman on the 8th, Tuesday. Wait. Oh, sorry. Did I say it? Did Jurassic? No, they said. No, 2nd. Okay. Now I was saying it wasn't 4th of July. It's 2nd. Okay, so Jurassic World on the 2nd of July, and then Superman on the 8th, and then Fantastic Four on the 20. What did I say? 5th?
25th, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Yep.
same time that Happy Gilmore drops on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I think it's rated R2. Which one? Happy Gilmore?
Oh yeah. I don't.
Is
we're
it?
talking about different movies? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Happy Gilmore 2.
Let's see if you'll be able to find the rating.
Nope.
before he responds.
PG-13.
Ooh, what is he talking about? What are you talking about?
Jurassic
Dylan?
World?
Oh, dinosaurs are A. Okay. If Jurassic World is rated R, I might be interested in that. Watch people get shredded up.
What's this newest one called? Jurassic World Rebirth? Let's take a look. It says PG-13.
Man, movie's gonna suck.
Who's
What the
who's
hell's
out here
rated?
lying? Who's out here lying?
Superman and Fantastic Four aren't rated R, and that's for damn sure.
It's Superman this whole time.
Superman's rated R.
What? That'd actually be crazy.
He really goes crazy and kills everybody. He really John Wicks everybody for that dog.
You're right. No, it's PG-13.
I mean, if Superman rated R is freaking Homelander from The Boys, that's all that is.
He still could be a good guy, and everything else could just be messed up. Jurassic World wasn't. You're a liar. I
You're
just
wrong.
looked it up.
You're wrong. Dylan.
Unless
He
the-
thinks.
Congratulations.
Don't
He did.
crucify
Okay,
the
you're
man.
right. You're right. He said he
Dylan.
thinks. You're done, Dylan. Get out of here. I'm
He
joking.
did say, I think.
Yeah, my bad.
My bad, Dylan. I'm
Retract
sorry.
our anger.
Nah, never mind. I'm gonna
We'll
keep
double it and give it to the next person.
He said someone lied to me.
Gotta do your research, dog.
Yeah, the MPA rating is PG-13.
Hell yeah. Just like
Good for
all
them.
them.
When rated R, that
Well,
would
no,
actually be
see,
sick, though, I'm not gonna lie.
it would be kind of crazy to make that movie rated R because they always make like kids' toys for Jurassic Park
Yeah,
and stuff
that's
like
true. It
that.
is
So
really
like
associated with
it's
children.
it's a big market for stuff.
What
like
a miss! What a miss!
That.
Absolute
What a
miss.
miss!
You
Yeah.
could be closing on some of the greatest dinosaur slaughter film
Could
ever.
you imagine? Yeah, if Jurassic Park like from the beginning was always like a rated R movie,
They had them.
that'd
Yeah,
be
right.
brutal.
The CGI actually went into something worth it.
Yeah,
Tearing people apart.
that'd be crazy.
That's why we play Ark. Yeah, I'm just joking.
Yeah, because the graphics on Ark are so amazing.
Yeah, pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Compared to Minecraft, I will give you that.
There
Yes.
you go. Yeah. We're cooking.
Todd, have you seen the Minecraft movie?
No.
No, you should. It's pretty funny.
It's very dumb funny, but it's exactly
Yeah.
what it should be.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from movies and go into television.
Let's get it.
Look at the bar down there. TV shows.
TV shows. What's everyone watching these days? Go ahead and hit up the comment section. Oh, that's that way. Nope, this way. Fuck, my pointing is all.
Eric, you're all over the place.
I know. I'm pointing the wrong way. Over there. Over there. Over there. There it goes. God, this camera's terrible. Yeah, tell us if you're watching any cool shows.
All right, I got a little show and tell for the TV shows.
Ooh.
And there was a TV show that was on Nickelodeon. It was called I think it was just called Tiny Chef, and it got canceled.
What the hell is
And
Tiny Chef?
The creator of it, people are saying he crashed out, but oh man, the video he put out is very depressing. But it was done so well, and it's got a lot of people. It went viral a couple days ago because of his reaction to getting canceled. Basically,
Wait, so is that the one that they were talking about? With like someone compared it to
yeah,
the creator of Uncle Grandpa?
Yeah.
That was.
We
a
can't show
crazy
that
image.
picture here.
That was
but-
a crazy image because isn't that a kid show?
yeah.
It's insane.
All right, so this is from the creator of Tiny Chef. All right, let me know if you can hear the audio. Good?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yes, brother, Tiny Chef here. Hey, Blacka Wodan, Blacka Ewan. Ready to cook up some more episodes? Blacka the brilliant Blacka.
is this how he always talks?
I guess so, yeah.
Canceled? Bloody amazing canceled. But listen, Blueberry had training, but you'll behave on set by promise. But I have like this will blow your minds. I've been. Oh, wait, brother, Blebby. But about Wob. Bloody kid. Hey, Patty, Blemke. Where? But all my friends. I understand. I love you too. Bye.
It's dark.
Right.
I like it.
People were going crazy about that. They're like, we're rallying for Tiny Chef. Like, this is our time to stand up for Tiny Chef.
That's
Oh
funny.
my! When I saw that, I was like, that felt so bad. The way whoever animation team, stop motion team, killed it.
Yeah.
It was such a genuine reaction from a little creature.
Was that Uncle Grandpa image shared in one of our chats? Is that where I saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was.
Todd, did you see that?
Do you see that image? The creator of.
Yeah, just go to the weird shit we find tab on our other Discord, and
Yeah.
you'll see the image and go.
That's the image that the creator of that show posted when they got canceled. That is the main character of the show. That's Uncle Grandpa.
I was looking at the tattoo. It's good.
Yeah.
It's one way to do it. But yeah, that's crazy. I thought I'd give you guys a little show and tell there because I thought that was pretty interesting, but also kind of like,
good.
I guess if you're gonna try to guilt trip Nickelodeon, that's the way to do it. You're gonna have a bunch of people. What the hell did you do to Tiny Chef?
I've never even heard of that.
I don't
even
either have
know
I,
what
but that's not
Tiny
like I've
Chef
kept up
is.
with any Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or
That's
sort
kind
of
of
Cartoon Network. But
true. Not really. I mean, all our kids watch that shit.
true, but it's also cable though.
Did you see the newest episode of Amazing Digital Circus?
I saw parts of it. Kids watched all of it.
Yeah, the kids keep watching it over here. They love that show, man.
Yeah, that is the new.
Yeah.
That's like that. If anything,
They
that's
as soon as they drop, the amount of views they get,
there was
is
hundreds of thousands of
crazy.
people waiting for it when we
Yeah.
so they're doing crazy work. They're getting crazy views.
Mhm.
And they're rivaling absolutely every other cartoon show out there. So
Yeah.
mad props to them for pulling that off.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It has me invested, and when it comes out, I'm like, oh, I'll watch that. So I guess I can say that's a newer thing I watched too. Was the most recent episode of that, but I don't think any of our viewers give a crap about that show.
What they really give a crap off is Ironheart. Yeah. Ooh.
So I saw that dropped today, right, or something. 3 episodes
It wasn't today. It was like a couple days ago.
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
So they're only
the
going to have
advertising
6
has been
episodes.
Terrible.
They're going to only have 6 episodes, and they dropped 3 of them.
Okay. Did
So
you
they
watch
dropped
any
half
of it?
of them. I did not watch any of it.
Come on, man.
I saw the clips, and I was like, I do not need to watch any of it.
It just like right when they
It's
like,
already-
I saw the image of it, I was like, this is gonna be one of those bad Marvel
It's
shows.
already off to like one of the worst starts for Disney Plus, and Marvel in general has one of the worst.
They need to stop making all these shows, man. It's too much. It's the same thing with Star Wars. I think we talked about this already.
And her character already straight out the gates, like kind of like throwing shade at Tony Stark, and then says the only reason why she can't be better than Tony Stark is because she doesn't have the money. She's like, oh, I'm not a billionaire like him, and the only reason Tony Stark is because he's a billionaire. I was like,
I'm sorry, he built that out of scraps in a cave.
every single person keeps on bringing up that clip. They're like,
Yeah.
did this not happen? Did you not watch the movies to see that? Because he literally built this in a scrap or built this in a cave with a bunch of scrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
He's-
been like that clip has been going
he's
viral
very
because,
smart.
yeah. And it's like,
I'm
why are
sorry.
we-
I know
why
he
are we
has
throwing shade
technology.
at him?
I know
Yeah.
he has technology, but he's also the one that figured out time travel.
And sacrificed himself for half
Yeah, I
of
mean,
the universe.
The sacrifice is there too, but I'm saying as far as like the smarts go and everything, it's not just. I mean, yeah, he's a
Yeah.
genius.
Right. So that's not a good start to come out the door swinging at one of the top tier characters. I don't know how that stuff gets greenlit sometimes. I'm like, why do you want to have a character that's throwing shade at a character you built up?
The face of Marvel.
They didn't build him up.
Not the remaining people who are still there, I guess. I'm saying Marvel in general.
Well, I mean, I thought
when
Todd was
he
saying like,
got-
Iron Man started before Disney bought Marvel.
that's what I was saying.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I was gonna
Did it?
say more. Yeah, absolutely.
At least the first one, yeah.
First
Or
one for
shortly
sure.
after that, maybe is when they bought it. Because what Iron Man came out in 2009. When did Disney buy Marvel? 2012.
Looking at it right now. December 31st, 2009. And Iron Man came out in 2008.
Oh,
Oh,
Iron Man came out in 2008. I thought it was 2009. Damn.
damn.
they
So
bought
it's
it right
like
after.
the first movie out of it. That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
He bought it
that's-
December 31st of 2009 too. So,
like,
basically
the
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think of. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Maybe that's why they're throwing shade. They're like, that wasn't technically our work.
Right?
No,
It's
that's
like
so
the one
long
they couldn't get their
ago.
hands on those bastards.
They did everything else with him, though. I don't think that's what it is.
No, it's exactly what it is. No, I'm just joking.
They wanted to throw shade at him. They just made Iron Man 3. That's how they fucked it all up.
Bogus, but true. uh Aside from that, because yeah, that's just not doing good, and it doesn't look like it might be one of their bigger flops that they've had. So
Bigger than
they might
She-Hulk?
really be hoping. Yeah, it's kind of looking like it because it's only 3 episodes too. I think She-Hulk was at least 8, maybe. But yeah,
All I
Whole
know about
series
that
is
show
3
is
episodes?
sorry, it's 6 episodes. Sorry,
6,
the
but
whole series
there's
is
only
6.
3 out right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're dropping half and then half later, which is a weird way to do it. But all right.
Wah, wah.
Oh, I didn't see what Dylan said back there. We need a Dino Crisis movie. That's fair. You got to tell Capcom to get on it, Dan.
Or a Turok movie.
Hell yeah.
Done right.
Yeah. All right. So then after that, Squid Game season 3 is supposed to come out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Sir.
And I didn't even know this was happening until I was at work the other day and I was talking about like different things going on. He's like, "Yeah, Squid Game's supposed to come out." I'm like, "No way!" And I
Yeah,
looked it up
man.
and I was like, "Damn!"
I'm
I
excited.
feel like I haven't seen any promotion for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm on Netflix all
dropping
the
the
time, so I
ball.
always see it. No, they've been announcing it, talking about it.
No, they're dropping it.
They dropping the ball for sure.
Well, they had the big announcement where they announced all the different Squid Games that they're doing, and they said
That was the last thing that they said about Squid Games ever. And then
I mean,
just, "Oh, hey,
actually,
by the
okay,
way,
so you know
Squid
what? I
Games
haven't
3 is
seen
coming
I
out
haven't
tomorrow."
seen
marketing
the
and
trailer or
everything.
anything, but maybe they don't want to give anything away, so that's why they're not showing any like trailers or anything like that.
We just need Thanos to come back to life.
What?
Yep.
Oh, damn. I'm still thinking.
Oh yeah, Marvel. My
I'm a
bad.
legend Thanos.
Thanos.
Legend Thanos. He's so dope.
T.O.P. Baby.
That was a great character.
Hell yeah. I hope that he just keeps on getting more roles from Netflix because yeah, he got done dirty in life. I just would hope and love to see him thrive and through Netflix so he can just look back at everybody who wronged him and be like, bitch.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had for TV. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add to it.
Nope.
Moving on to
nothing.
the video games. Bam.
That's my bad. I think crap. I think it's sometime this month. There's going to be an announcement for the next season of JJK and Solo Leveling.
All right. I'm just joking. I just changed the banner. Hell yeah. Which I'm all behind on and still haven't gotten myself out of the crooks of not playing video games and watching anything else.
You hate Solo Leveling.
I don't. It won, and we did talk about that, right?
Sure.
It won Anime of the Year, season 2 of Solo Leveling.
Yeah, something like that.
Through the Crunchyroll Awards, but some people were mad about how that was judged, but it still
And
won
we
it.
went through and we voted on all this stuff, and you refused to watch any of it.
Okay.
You're a dirtbag.
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
All right.
I'm joking.
Now, it's kind of a hot take for me, but I'm just going to stand on business.
Do it.
Death Stranding 2 just came out literally today, or I guess.
Oh,
yesterday.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
And I'm sorry. Absolutely everything I see from this game, I'm just like, what? And then followed by, why do people like this? And I feel like people are gaslighting me to believe that I'm seeing something that I'm not, because they'll be like, this, look at the vision, the emotion it's invoking, and it's just scenery. Like, yeah, the graphics look fantastic, but you're walking. He's just walking, and I just can't get behind that. I'm like, I feel like I'm being the whole fandom's trying to gaslight me into believing that there's something more there than there actually is.
You're like Will Ferrell and Zoolander. I feel like I'm taking crazy
Yes,
pills.
absolutely. I'm like, what do you guys see in this? But I mean, like, hey, if y'all love it, y'all love it. I cannot get behind that it's the greatest thing that's ever touched the earth.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I see gameplay for it, it's just someone running with boxes on their back. Like, I don't know what's going on here. What's the goal?
Some people that I've seen posts where people are like, yeah, that's the point, and it's fantastic. And I'm like, I just I mean, like, hey, that's to each their own. But I just feel like the hype for it is just fabricated. I don't know. I don't
Sure.
know if it's just
Do
because
you
it's
know
Kojima.
anything about the story?
I have no idea anything
Maybe the
about
story's
the story.
great. The story might
Alright.
be fantastic.
I'm not here for the story. I'm just talking about the gameplay, and everyone's
Sure.
talking about how the gameplay is this great, amazing thing, and look how it's invoking all these emotions. I'm like, you're this clip that you just posted saying all this stuff is you just walking. I'm like, what emotion am I supposed to be feeling right now? Except for God, I got to get through this area. I mean, if there is something more there that's actually worth it, start clipping
I feel
those
like
segments
the
of the
emotion
game.
there is the equivalent. So like when you're watching somebody, you're like, oh man, that guy just fell down the mountain with a bunch of stuff. That does nothing for you. But if you're watching somebody go up against a boss in Elden Ring and they have 2.3 billion souls on them and they lose those souls, that's going to be like, holy shit, that's crazy. That's going to invoke a lot of emotion in you because you understand that. But all those
But also on
items
a
in the game mean literally nothing to you.
But on a visual aspect, right away, I'd be able to, okay, he's got this type of build and he's able to move around and attack because he's got, he's dependent on his skills in the game. You're walking. What skill?
Right. That is your knowledge of the game that is telling you all of that stuff. All that stuff that you just said was a
Visually.
foreign language to me because I don't fucking know Elden Ring.
You can see a guy with a sword, swinging a sword, dodging, using spells. You could see he has a certain kit where he is using visually without no knowledge of the game. You could see somebody going above and beyond to use their skills.
So then visually without no knowledge of the game, you see a guy with a really big stack of items and a guy with a really small stack of items. That doesn't invoke any emotion in you like, oh, damn, he's got a lot of shit.
No, he's just carrying a lot of stuff.
Okay, well then, yeah, that's just not a game for you then.
Okay, maybe it's
you don't like games about looting.
Like he's itching to playing.
Nope, I'm interested in playing, but I also enjoy looting games. I play Tarkov, so when I see somebody with a big fucking backpack, that makes me interested because I'm like, ooh, what does that guy have? As opposed to someone running around with a little sling.
Is there so whenever I see gameplay for this, like I said, all I see is people running with shit on their back.
You're walking.
Cool, like, am I gonna see someone that has a bunch of shit on their back and want their stuff, so I gotta go kill them? Like, is there action?
No, this is a single player game.
This is a single player game. I'm just
sure
saying,
I understand that, but I'm saying they could be an NPC. But like, is there actual action in this game?
That's the part that I would be like, there are action segments that I've seen in trailers, but not when people are talking about why the game is so great. I'm like, if the game is so great, why aren't you showing me the segments where they have to defend the stack of boxes on their back by doing some crazy shit like, oh shit, I got a plan. I see this creature, ghost, phantom thing coming. I've seen him use in clips from the first game. I haven't even seen anything from recently, but people keep on showing. The most recent clips are just like, look at the environment, look how crazy this is. And
I just saw a clip earlier today that said, this is crazy. It's like my algorithm knew that you guys were going to be saying this. It literally said, show this to the next person that says this game is only walking. And he just went through and like cleared out an entire camp. He was fucking swinging his pole around. He threw it at somebody and it like made this.
Why am I not seeing that though?
I would love
you're on the wrong side of the internet, buddy.
The wrong side is people trying to justify it. And I'm just like, I'm not even seeing people dunking on it. This is somebody just going, this is why the game is so great. This is why. And I'm like, why? Like, show me the cool shit.
I mean, visually, that shit looks cool to me. You show me any shot of Death Stranding, that's going to be far superior to more often than not, like 8 out of 10 games.
I would say the environment as much as it looks like in depth, sure, but like I would say just like on a visual aspect, I don't really see it as a how could I put this? It just looks like National Geographic. Cool, like mountain stuff. I know.
Yeah, that's great, incredible.
But it's also
that's
bland
not, like,
at the same time. Like there's nothing else.
Just, like for example, Ghost of Tsushima. Beautiful. It looks great, and you get all the visuals of everything that looks cool. But you also, in trailers and people talking about it, see all the action in it and everything. Again, I might be on the wrong side of the internet, but I don't ever see the action. I didn't know that there was fighting in Death Stranding. I never see any of that. I
would compare it to Starfield's planets. vast and sometimes even very beautiful with the scenery, but nothing's there. Versus Elden Ring, vast, insanely beautiful. Every aspect of that can be searched and reward your time by looking around, enjoying going into each and every area, searching every little nook and cranny type thing, versus something that just looks like we just bumped up the graphics by 10,000 and it's like, okay, cool, but where's the gameplay? I mean, hey, if I'm just seeing the wrong people are trying to gas up the wrong parts of the game, I just need them to say that, yes, these are not the parts that should be gassed up. These other parts should be gassed up.
Or just gas up both of them.
Sure. Or yeah, why not have a clip of both?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, this is where you really got to love the game. You got to love the game because it has moments where you have to struggle to keep your packages by walking, even if you find it boring, because then later on, you're going to have to defend it in a crazy shootout or a crazy attack. Like, sure, show me that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, like the way you explained, Todd, that sounds awesome. If I saw that in the game, I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. That would intrigue me to want to play it. But everything that I personally have seen, and I don't do a lot of deep research on this game at all, but I haven't seen anything from it that's like, whoa, that looks cool. It's just people running with boxes on their back.
So we're just gonna present really quick.
Sure, please.
Just because
show me why this game is cool.
Quick. I'm not showing you why this game is cool, but this is my thought process. And like, I don't see any other game right now in existence that's putting this sort of detail. Sure, it's just landscape, but look how far the eye can see and look how fucking detailed that is, even from here. So now you can appreciate that. Sure. Now think of all the stuff he has on his back right now. That probably is a fair amount of load, and he has to get all the way down here. He's all the way at the top here. He falls. You understand, as somebody in the game, he just lost 2.3 billion souls in Elden Ring's language. But for you, you're like, oh, damn, this guy just fell down the hill. You know? Like, that's like the difference in that stuff. But also, again, this is what people are hyping up. Like shots like these, you're not seeing this in any other game. Even fucking like the Starfields and all of these games about crazy exploration and all of this stuff. You're not getting anything like this.
I'm just in the gaming market to play a game and not watch a movie. That comes off more as a movie aesthetic that you want to like look.
But isn't that a good thing with video games when the graphics really show?
Sure, if you can balance the fun of the gameplay with the graphics, or even, I'm not too enthralled when it comes to graphics. It's not my highest priority when it comes to games.
Okay.
I'm going in for an experience of enjoying, like getting involved.
You're not experiencing the game. You're looking at the game and saying, oh, this is my thought process on what I've seen. So I'm not going to experience.
This is my rebuttal to everyone gaslighting, because I'm still believe it's a gaslight until I see otherwise, because I'm just going to use my visual prowess to assert.
So then look at
my
it
judgment.
Otherwise. Instead of looking at clips and images, go
I'll start
watch
watching
someone
some people stream
for
sure.
like
That's
an hour and a half.
Because it just came out, I was like, I'll do that, but I was doing some other things today. But I do plan.
I'm sorry,
I still,
2.5 hours, whatever the equivalent to your.
I still will. I still will watch. Honestly, I will. I'll go in and watch some people play it on Twitch and see if there is anything more going on than that. If not, then I will still very much so believe that a lot of people are just gaslighting.
Okay,
because
so
of Kojima.
You keep saying that. So wouldn't it be fair, though, instead of people just gaslighting you, wouldn't it be fair to say that some people are just into something that you're not?
Sure. But then I would also say it's also fair to say people will just ride on a train associated with a certain name as well.
That's not true, because like I just said, if you, and Todd just showed you in the picture, if this is why people appreciate the game, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it? It sounds like Todd's more so convincing himself why it has to be good and not trying to convince me why it has to be good. It doesn't sound like he had fun even telling me about these things. It just sounded like he was reading a script going, hey, Adam, this is why you carry box to go far away. What is in the box? I don't know, but I hope to find out soon.
But you don't know like the obstacles you come across. You just know some clips like I do, You don't,
right. I didn't know it has to take, I know a certain level of you'd have to get a certain level of involved with a certain skill set versus other games to, I don't know, how can I put this?
This is just something that you do. Like, you do the same thing with movies too, or shows, or anything. It's like, if you don't like it, you're just like, it's bad.
It's not necessarily that. Well, with the movies and stuff, I'm just trying to prove a point, and usually half the time these movies and shows are crap anyway, and they do fail.
See,
and I'm just laying down the boundary of why they
can
suck.
like things that you don't like.
I'm okay, fair enough, but I'm also trying to ask why. I need some more evidence. That's all I'm trying to ask here. And then right now, just seeing the
evidence, you just disagree with it.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever.
It's not fair enough because you're still like,
you're trying to play the middleman, though. You're trying to play this
middleman. I don't know anything. I'm hearing both of you out. I
Right.
was more so on your side because I'm like, yeah, you know what? It does look boring to me, but I don't know anything about the game. But that's not fair for me to be like, they're gaslighting because it looks boring to me. But some people might like it. It's like people like Stray. I don't give a fuck about that game, but I'm not going to sit here and say Stray's a bad game.
Stray's the best game in the world.
You're so stupid.
No. This is what it is, though. Go ahead. Stray.
I thought you were saying that. Like your opinion.
No. Someone's saying Stray. No, not someone. A group of 100. No, all the gamers in the world. Stray is the greatest game. Fundamentally, is just so much beautiful than every other game. The gameplay loop is so much better than every single other game out there. This is the kind of stuff that I'm kind of trying to combat right now. This is the type of praise I keep on hearing from Death Stranding, and I'm just not seeing it on a visual level of. I can, based off of what I can see in Death Stranding and people gaslighting it to this extent, I can be like, well, in my mind, I can already see 10 games that are above this game. Because there's more engaging games, gameplay. There's, the visuals are very good. Todd's right with the depth, at least. The depth's really impressive. I'll give him that. But games like Red Dead was doing the same thing. Looks fantastic, but you actually are engaged because you're role playing or you're inside this game that treats you in a certain way. You have this certain level of the
imagery
involvement.
Wasn't on the same. The Red Dead imagery isn't as good as anything we just saw in that.
That's actually not true, though. That is a mountainous range. The difference with Red Dead's is it's just you have a mountain and you have other areas. You have different biomes and whatnot. With Death Stranding, I mean, if you were to say that. I mean, you could argue either way, but at the same time, Red Dead had actual news stations falling for this is real life footage.
People do that with GTA too, though.
Right. So Death Stranding, it looks like National Geographic, and you're just walking across. That's what it is. Death Stranding 2, to me. All it looks like is Microsoft Flight Simulator with the graphics boosted up. That's it.
That's kind of a crazy take, but you're entitled to it.
And instead of flying, you're walking. That's visually what it looks to me. And every time I'm like, what am I like? What's, I never saw the stuff that Todd saw. So aside from little trailers they've showed, but is that just segments or is that just cutscenes? Is that just, is it actually you getting to play the game or is the game playing for you? Am I just watching a movie? That's all. All right. I'll end it at that. Fair enough. People can feel the way they want to feel. I'm just confused on why.
There's nothing to be confused about. You just don't like this genre of gaming. Like Derek doesn't like turn-based gaming. This is your turn-based gaming. This genre of gaming that is like a cinematic masterpiece for people to play a game and enjoy and get engulfed into an actual story. That's not your sort of gameplay. Because I'm thinking back on
you just said.
What's up?
Red Dead is exactly everything you just said.
Ooh, that might be your exception, which would be Derek's Baldur's Gate. I was trying to think of what your exception would be, and you gave it to me. Thank you.
Okay.
So I was literally looking for one. I was like, in your case, it would be this, and I couldn't think of that. But Red Dead is absolutely perfect.
I feel like there is no involvement in the.
The same thing with what was the game?
I like challenging games. I feel like this game shows no challenge to me.
You haven't done any anything to play the game or any sort of knowledge. So that's like saying what was that game?
Show me why it's challenging. What was the game
that was fucking the internet fad, the jumping game?
Oh, platforms or whatever.
No,
not
It's
platforms.
everyone was playing it.
Getting
And you had to like get all
Keep
the way
getting
to
higher and higher.
yeah, to the fucking space, and you got to the spaceship and you won the game. And then there was no save points. Like when you fell all the way to the bottom, you fell.
Getting over it. This is the one with the hammer and thing where he's pulling himself up.
No, but that's a
good one as well.
Yeah, another example. So that game is all about progress and stuff like that. Where's the challenge? You're just moving and jumping. You're just running. You're just moving and jumping. Where's the challenge? That's the same equivalent to this. You're getting from point A to point B with good loot that you don't want to lose. That in itself is a challenge.
And a story.
Huh?
And a story.
I'm not even adding all of that stuff. I'm just saying getting from point A to point B.
Because I'm asking for the challenging part.
That is a challenge right there. So that is one challenge right there. And then you're adding in combat. That's another challenge. And then you're adding in the story gameplay and how I can't attest to this because I'm assuming this is Hideo Kojima. He's very straightforward. So I'm assuming there's no like direction you can take and whatnot. So there's not going to be a challenge there. But there's going to be challenges in the fact that you are going to come to a roadblock in a story. And if you can't get past this because say you can't get from point A to point B, like in fucking Mario back in the day, that is a challenge. Right there is a challenge. So just because that is not something that is the gameplay loop that you're looking for, it's not grinding and leveling up a person and killing a boss. That's the gameplay loop that you're looking for. This is something that's like, hey, we are going to give you a cinematic masterpiece that you are going to play along the way.
Okay. I guess I just don't. Yeah. I
feel like not your cup of tea.
Yeah, that's okay, and that is okay. But I don't think it's fair.
My problem goes to
shit on it.
Yeah, or like saying that people are gaslighting you.
Well, there is another thing I wanted to bring into this thing, and there was one thing I didn't like that he said, but to each their own. Again, was Kojima himself. I guess while they were making Death Stranding 2, there were some elements with the testers playing the game, and he saw that they were having way too much fun with how they were going with the game, and he said, "No, we're cutting some of that shit out." And he purposely said he doesn't want people having too much fun with this because he wants it to have things that people he doesn't want to have things people universally like. Like if he said, if a game is too well received and universally liked, it might indicate it's becoming too mainstream and lacks challenging, thought-provoking elements that he strives for.
It sounds like Hideo Kojima.
And I was like, that kind of sucks. Like, I wonder what elements you're pulling from a game that people are really enjoying because they're enjoying it. Like, that's his vision. That's the way he wants to do it. But
him revoking like exploits, like someone getting from point A to point B a little bit quicker faster because they're doing something with the bike that they can get on. It's like, oh, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have a boost factor. Let's take that out. You can only go this speed. Like that, there's so many things that could factor into.
True. That's actually a fair take. But it just, I don't know. I just worry about his wording on that. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. Because if at the end of the day, if that's the vision he wants to go about and that's the motto he lives by, and it's just maybe that his games aren't meant for me. But I still will check out Metal Gear. Because at least those ones seem more so universally loved.
Well,
but that's
been around.
And
another one that's very cinematic based. Like you're going to get into 10-minute cutscenes.
But there's a lot of action and like actually like you have to like your prowess with your skills with fighting and whatnot actually come into tune a lot, or hiding and sneaking and that whole factor. Like it becomes those things become puzzles for me. Not more so of like, all right, I just got to walk around this area, find a way to cross this thing like that.
That's a puzzle right there. That's a puzzle
that doesn't excite me.
Trying to figure out how to get this loop.
I'm agreeing that's a puzzle, but it's just not the one I would like.
That's fair.
But the ones I've seen, the ones I've seen from Metal Gear look a lot more fun and engaging.
More so
that gameplay loop looks more like I'm not here. Cinematic games are my thing as long as the rest of it also fits that to my level of interest. Sure. Like if the gameplay looks, I want to say action oriented because it's not always going to be action oriented. If it's a good puzzle, it's a great puzzle. I'm totally going to get into it. It's just as long his Stranding or whatever he called it. He said he's the first Strand type game ever, but it is just crossing areas and avoiding hazards or tackling hazards instead. And I guess that just loop is not for me, but
it doesn't seem like it's my kind of game either from what I've seen. I have no interest in getting it, but
I don't know.
People
I
like
just
what they like.
see crazy praise for it, and I just don't see. My brain has a hard time wrapping around that image.
Have you ever played like Subnautica?
No, I haven't.
I feel like that's another game that would be in that genre. It's just another exploration game to where you're just going around.
Subnautica is a survival game, though.
Yeah. This is a survival game.
Well, I would say Subnautica seems like it fits more into the mold of like Ark as far as survival goes. With harvesting resources and like you're running out of oxygen, you got to make it back to your base.
Is there building in that?
I think there's some like minor elements of building.
I thought it was literally just exploration.
It's like building / upgrading your sub.
Trying to survive in the aspect of like not drown and whatnot.
You know, I think you should do, Adam.
What's that?
You should play Death Stranding and stream it.
Oh.
And see if you like it or
pay
not.
for me to do that. I'm not going to buy the game.
No, the first one. Just the first one.
It's not free.
I understand that, but it's probably cheaper than the second one.
Oh. Start rage baiting. Here's my stream to find out how boring this is. Yeah, people jumping in there.
There you go.
Fuck you.
Hey, views are views, man.
Oh yeah, it's only $15.
Boom! Look at that.
Well, I'm not gonna buy it still.
Just like watch him like hate it, and then like the day 2 is like.
If I like it,
day 3 he really.
I should.
Like it.
This is my argument. If I like it, and I would find a reason to actually really like and enjoy it, then I would be able to express why I really like and enjoy and why, and more so, I would be able to express it better than the people I've seen expressing it.
This will be his Baldur's Gate for me. He's like super against it, then finally jumps into it, and I'm like, it's okay, and then he falls in love with it.
If I fell in love with it, I wouldn't hide it. I'd be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't try to be. This is.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This like if you started to play it, watch it be your Baldur's Gate. That's all.
True.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that'd be funny. But like you said, you're probably never going to play it.
We'll see if it ever becomes free or something, or if life takes a different direction for me and I have loads of cash and I'll just burn through it and be like, all right, let's just throw it on there.
Sure.
I own the first one and never tried it.
You can borrow my PS5.
You can borrow my PS5.
There you go. Now you have a way to play it free.
I don't have a way to stream it though.
What are you talking about?
Then don't stream it.
It would be confusing. I don't want to have to hook up a PlayStation 5 and taint my home. I'm joking.
Stupid.
But aside,
you were just given the way to play this game on a silver platter.
We'll see. Maybe
that ain't happening.
You can stream straight from the PlayStation 5.
There you go. Dang, he's just taking down all your fucking defenses.
I got a camera too.
Damn. It's all over. You have
at that point, I just dropped $15.
Oh man. So yeah, is that all we have for games?
No, we had Monster Hunter. Big news was they dropped their Title 2 update show. Well, they did the showcase, dropping everything coming in their Title 2 update. The whole showcase, they were just showing all the bells and whistles, and I was like, "There's no way they're not going to address the glaring, super negative." And they didn't. They totally ignored it on the thing, and I was like, "Oh, we're cooked here. Like, what's going on? Is this not going to be addressed at all?" And then on X, they were like, "Oh, here's the patch notes." This is the biggest I've ever seen the patch notes, and a lot of it is overhauling the PC, making it like run a lot better. They're doing all the things they should have been doing a while ago. But I'm happy this is all coming. I was reading through all of it. I'm like, well, damn, here's all the optimization. That's the word I was looking for. So fingers crossed. I mean, weird that they didn't bring it up, but I guess at the same time, they probably don't want to bring any negative light to digital showcase that they're trying to do. Maybe they're just like, we'll just pretend like it's not happening and address it through the patch notes. But the patch notes were thick. They did talk about a lot of things they're changing up. And we got a lot of like awesome things actually coming into the game. I'm very excited about all this changes coming. We got 2 new creatures dropping with the update. We have the long-awaited. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's like the Legracius. But everyone's been waiting for that one for the longest time since Monster Hunter 3, apparently. And yeah, it's been a fan favorite, and a lot of people were excited because it had an underwater fighting segment. And I was like, they're not going to do an underwater fighting segment. There's no way they're going to do that. In the showcase, they have an underwater fighting segment. You're not using your weapon, or it doesn't look like you'll be using your weapon. And if you do, I'm sure it's like generic swing 1 or 2. But then it looks like more so navigating and dodging attacks from him, and then also using the environment to attack him as well while you're underwater. But I was not expecting to have a whole underwater segment, but they did add that. That was pretty impressive.
Okay.
They announced a lot of different changes within the game. You can switch out your handler if you want to have the other guy, Eric, I think his name was, instead of Alma.
Yeah, no one wants to do that.
There's a lot of women that love Eric, so I could see that
Eric
happening.
sucks.
I didn't really care. He got himself stuck by a spider.
Eric's lame.
But yeah, I don't care about that. But I think it's cool that they're giving you the option to let me know when Gemma can join in as a handler instead of the blacksmith.
There you go.
But aside from that, we got like they announced that they have their summer festival, which is going to be called the Festival of Accord Flamet. Flamet. I don't know what that is, but hard to say it properly. But they got a lot of new event quests planned, different things going. I'm just hoping when they do roll these out, they roll them out more consistently and give out bigger challenges. Straight away, when they did announce the Legracius and the Seragios, I'm going to butcher these names. I'm sorry.
Man, you better start practicing these names before you start talking on the stream.
I know, man. I love this series, and I just can't even say their names. Anyway, both these creatures, they did announce that they'll have an 8-star difficulty, so they are ramping up the difficulty with some of these creatures. Rolling out a lot more event quests. In the summer one, it looked like the Palico has a Luffy outfit. I don't think it's going to be directly Luffy, but I think it's definitely paying homage to Luffy.
That's cool.
Yeah. Then they had like a bunch of other fun stuff they're doing. The thing that they wanted to show you guys, they talked about the hammer and everything they're switching up with the hammer, and they're cooking. And they did exactly what I thought they would do. One of the charged upswing attacks is now going to offset, because I was like, every time I did that, I was like, I feel like this move should be offset in the creature, and it will now. And they're adding a thing where it will not only offset it, but it'll add a follow-up animation, and the follow-up animation looks sick. And I can show you guys that really quick right here as another little show and tell. Once I find it in my, where the hell? Oh, there it is. But yeah, here we go.
ハンマーの調整として新しく、ハンマー総裁成功した後に追撃するモーションというのを追加しています。
But yeah, the way he flew up and slammed back down, I was like, dude, we're cooking. We're cooking with the hammer now. So I'm stoked. Cool. Stoked for the hammer, stoked for the upgrades to the attacks. Arc Tempered Uthduna. So instead of the Arc Tempered Raidal, we're getting the Arc Tempered Uthduna. There's a bunch of other things. Oh, they have a lot of free stuff they're giving away too. I think they heard some complaints about people complaining about some of those microtransactions and emotes being bogus, that they're charging this and that for it. They have like 4 dancing emotes that are all going to be free, and they look pretty fun. Yeah.
Love that.
So, and it wasn't just a Monster Hunter showcase. It was a whole Capcom showcase. They even showed a lot of stuff from Resident Evil. I was figuring we could talk about that, but at the same time, like I was like, we had other things to talk about. I wasn't going to try to take up too much time with video games and whatnot. But Capcom going hard. They also announced like their Street Fighter. They're doing more summer outfits for them. And I was like, dude, we need to get this level of outfits for the Monster Hunter scene. Because these summer outfits, they're summer outfits, all right. So,
right on.
Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna need to dry off after outfit 4 for the 7 characters. Yep, August 5th for Street Fighter. I was like, damn.
That's crazy.
But I was like, dude, this is. They had no shame in their game when it came to Street Fighter. They're like, we're gonna go all out.
Oh yeah.
That's
now we're cooking.
All right. So
It's like all of a sudden I'm the biggest Street Fighter fan there ever
Biggest
was.
Street Fighter. Yeah, stop.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah. Stop putting the silencers on Monster Hunters updates now.
Yeah, right.
Let's see these outfits hit the Monster Hunter world as well, and the Resident Evil world as well. Come on now.
Right.
They have the modding community for that, I suppose.
It's true. Good old mods.
But aside from that, I was just gonna do that. I brought up streaming for several different reasons. I don't know if you guys saw. OG Street Fighter skins came back to Fortnite. Oh, nice. That is pretty cool too. I know people were waiting for Chun-Li actually for a long time, so that's actually huge. Because like when she came, everyone grabbed her, and then I think they haven't came back to the shop since for Fortnite. And a lot of people wanted them back, and now people can get them back. That's dope. Streaming, I don't know if you guys saw Kai Cenat's doing another subathon, and he's doing it with iShow Speed, and it's Super Mario. I don't know if they're running through all the games, but the game they were doing one on the Wii, and they were having a lot of issues with using the Wii. They come like old ass system, they come like ripping on it. But yeah, it was funny. I watched a little bit today, and I was watching them struggle, and it was pretty funny. But
speaking of old ass games, that clip that Roman sent of the Madden,
yeah,
how were they playing that? It looked like an old, like they were playing it online and streaming it. How are you doing that on like what I can only assume is a PlayStation 2?
That's a good question, actually. I would have thought maybe some type of software through your PC, maybe.
Oh, like it's okay,
like an emulator of some sort.
Emulator,
maybe. It's a good question though. I didn't think about it in that way. Because were they playing online, or were they just doing split screen?
It had to be online because it looked like they weren't even in the same room together. They were like on a chat.
Maybe it was a landline. Maybe they're just in different rooms.
Could be that, but then how are you streaming it?
You can have different connections to a plate, like an old, like people stream games off of like a N64 and all that. Whether it's third-party software that runs from the TV or whatever other unit. Yeah, they have like special cords and stuff that can kind of deviate the images and whatnot.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They beat it, but everyone says they have to beat the DLC too. For what was that for?
I thought he was talking about Mario.
Oh, they beat it. Okay, they did, but everyone says they have to beat the DLC too. That's hilarious.
What DLC?
For Mario, whatever one was on the Wii that they were playing.
Oh, they weren't playing original Mario.
They kept on like adding stipulations like while they were playing. They're like, we're gonna save it because we can't trust the Wii to not crash and lose our progress. Everyone's like, no, that's not how you do it. You're not supposed to save it. You're supposed to raw dog it, and if you lose, you lose. True. You go back. And
that's true.
There was a good segment where I saw nothing but L's on their screen. I was like, damn, people are pissed. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, like.
Hey, I told you how I cheesed the crap out of Super Mario on the Switch.
How?
You could save it, and if you die, you like not only save it, you can like when you're playing those older games on the Switch. I don't know if it's all of them, but at least for Mario, if you die, I'm able to like press a button and it takes it, and you can rewind it.
Oh,
like
shit,
you can
crazy.
like go a couple frames back, and you're like, okay, so like don't jump at that point. That's how I beat Mario. I just played it the whole way through like that, and then save it, and then get off. And when you get back on, you're just literally in the same exact spot, and you literally you have infinite lives because you're Prince of Persia,
right?
Sands of Time, doing it with Mario. It's insane.
Todd's doing some research.
I think they remastered Blitz. That's how they're playing it.
Oh,
was that Blitz?
Yeah, I think they remastered in 2012. But
the rewind was helpful playing Super Metroid. Yeah, I bet.
Sure, it was. I guess that makes sense. The players were bulky. I'd assumed it was like an older PlayStation game.
Yeah, and he like tackled him and didn't get a pass interference.
He said, "Yo, you do that? Okay, well then, you know what? You're playing Blitz. The guy can't be mad at that.
Right?
That's Blitz. I thought they were playing Madden. If you're playing Madden, I get like, why didn't they call the flag? But if you're playing Blitz, I mean, come on, that's part of the game. You got
even have flags in Blitz?
No,
absolutely
I was gonna say
that's literally the game.
Yeah,
the shit out of each other.
Pass interference is what you need to do. That's part of the game. That guy can't be mad about that.
If only they brought back NFL Street, y'all would be
Game
cooked.
was sick though. NFL Street 2 was awesome.
Yeah, it
Love that
was.
game.
But yeah,
All
aside
right.
from that,
Moving on
That's
to
all.
music.
yeah, let's go to music. I'm just gonna click on the banner. Bam, we're on music now. Woo!
Woo woo.
Did the sound and everything.
Yeah,
All right.
you killed it.
All right, Todd, you want to take it away?
Take it away.
Every week we do our music recommendations. We try to get everyone turned on to some new tunes. We always open it up to the public. If you guys want us to try some new music, let us know. This week we had some good interaction.
Yeah, we had a lot to listen to.
The first one on our list was Genesis by Ren.
Look at this. I thought this was a great idea. Now we can put it up there so people can like see it. And while we're
All
talking
right.
about it, you know?
All right. Where do you guys stand?
Oh, you want to just do that here or there?
No, I'm just kidding.
Can. Honestly, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm gonna be very honest.
We have to be honest. That's what
Yeah.
we do here.
Honestly.
If you
Honestly.
This was probably, for me, the
Mhm.
worst week of music so far.
Ooh.
I don't think that there was a single song on here that I would like listen to again.
Fair enough.
Maybe Work by Khan, but that's because it was like
The
it
beat
felt
was dope.
very like fucking Logic or
Yeah,
Joyner
yeah,
Lucas kind of
that's his
thing.
style.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's his
so it felt
style.
like that, and I like some stuff like that, but yeah, no, there wasn't like a single song this week where I was like, okay, that was good.
But Genesis, how did you feel?
Genesis didn't feel good about it.
This was my favorite song.
Really?
So
This is my favorite song this week.
I have another song. I know only one song from this guy, and I didn't know his like any of his other music. So this is the first time I heard something else, and it sounds very much like the other one. I kind of like the other one a little bit better. I liked this song though. I have no problem with Ren. Like I said, I know 2 songs. I like 2 songs.
The song broke into no. I was like, what am I listening to? And I'm like, later I'm like, yeah. So I messed with this one. I like this one.
I'll have to
Okay.
I'll have to have you listen to. I mean, I'm not gonna recommend it on this, but just for you, since you like this, the other song that he has is it's pretty interesting.
All right. Then we'll go on to the next one. Yeah.
Next one.
This one made it
was-
onto my playlist, by the way. So yes, I like this one a lot.
Genesis is staying on my playlist. Yeah.
This
Oh,
one
okay.
was Mayday by Cold Rain featuring Ryo.
Oops, where does it go?
I hope I
No.
said that right. That one was recommended to us by Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
This one,
This one was all right.
I think this one was my favorite. It was between this one and Derek's.
Okay.
Dylan, is it the one with where he's like sitting in the wheelchair with a guitar? That's the one I know from Ren. So yeah, Mayday. What did you say, Todd? I'm sorry. I heard my name. What did you say about me?
No, just this one and the one by you, I think were my 2 like favorites.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one, it was funny. I'm listening to it and I was like, this sounds like it belongs in an anime. And I was like, I've never heard of this band. I looked them up and sure enough, they're a Japanese rock band. And I was like, oh, right on.
Yeah.
No, I liked the song a lot. I thought it was very, very catchy and very cool. The screaming in it, I didn't expect, so that always pumps me up. I liked it a lot. I've listened to it a few times. Another one. It's interesting that Todd felt this way about it because I didn't dislike a single song.
Right on.
I don't think that I like dislike them, just none of them were like
Stuck
yeah,
out to you.
Yeah, I really felt
Sure,
with it,
sure.
yeah.
All right. Next one.
Next one, we had Cause of Death by Immortal Technique. This was recommended to us by Brian. If you know Immortal Technique, I think this is pretty straightforward with what you get. He's a great lyric.
Yeah.
He does a great job telling you a story and whatnot.
Mhm.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed like what he does and whatnot. Just not really.
It's very Immortal Technique. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very, very political and whatnot, and nothing wrong with that. I
He
have
just
no
speaks the
qualms
truth.
against it. Just like, oh yeah, he's telling some real shit right now, but just okay to me. Like as
this
a
was my least favorite song.
Sure.
And I think what really ruined it is just because of his past. He has a very heinous song, and then I don't like someone having such a heinous song and embodying that heinousness and being like, I'm telling you this because I'm a chosen one by God. I'm like, all right, the higher than thou attitude from it really put me off. I was like,
Are you referring to Dance with the Devil?
I am absolutely referring to Dance with the Devil. You don't have a song like that turn around and say, actually, God chose me to tell you everything going on. I'm like, no. Like, even if I agree with absolute, like, even if I'm like, all right, yeah, I agree with that take on it. And I'm like, still like, not from you. I'll hear from somebody else. So that's how I felt with this song. I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I used to think Dance with the Devil was like
song,
something to be like, yeah, it's edgy. I know this song. But now I'm like, after I know Dance with the Devil, I'm like, that's just sick. And the person behind it's sick. And I'm like, I'm tapped out.
Interesting. Yeah, this one, of the songs that I know from it, it's not like a top 3 favorite song of mine, but like I said, and like Todd said, it's very Immortal Technique. This is just his whole thing. I don't want to say once you hear one Immortal Technique song, you've heard all of them, but at the same time, when he gets into this kind of vibe, like what is it? Fourth Branch or whatever it's called. That song, the Fourth Branch. That and this are very, very similar songs. He's like saying a lot of the same stuff. But when you bring in Dance with the Devil and like Obnoxious, those are 2 wildly different songs. They're not
right.
Obnoxious gets political, but not like this.
Yeah, this was my least favorite one.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. After that, it goes into Derek's recommendation, which was Decimate the Weak by Winds of Plague.
Winds of Plague.
Yeah. Winds of Plague.
Yes.
I wanted to like this song more than I wanted to like it more than I thought of initially when I heard like it start off. I thought I was gonna like really like it, but then I ended up just being like, it's.
This is the song that was like, I think, stuck in my head the most. Like them screaming "Decimate the Weak." I kept saying that over.
I say that to myself every once in a while. I'm like, "Decimate the Weak."
I think I think you inadvertently messed me up. There's 2 songs that you've recommended that I really fuck with still. Like they're still like heavily in my rotation, and I
Which
just
ones?
The
Return, Shadow of Intent.
Well, yeah, that one for sure. But the one actually that's surpassing it is the Goblin one.
Necrogoblicon.
Oh, I thought you didn't like that one.
No, I love that one.
Oh, which one did
that was
Show Me Your Goblin?
Nope.
No. Oh no.
This is it.
This is it. Yeah, this is it. Is awesome.
I love that song.
That
song is that. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the year that one be on my top 10 or top 5.
Hell yeah, man. This is it is awesome.
And so I hear those 2 songs, and I'm like hearing something. I think that's what threw me off. Like the beginning of the song, I understand, but I feel like the beginning of the song kind of like set me up to in my mind, like, oh, it's gonna be something like this. But it was just okay. Like I'm not hating on it, but it just wasn't as epic as those other 2. So I feel like they didn't shine. It didn't shine through as much for me.
One of my favorite parts about this song is like after he says, I was sent from hell, and it goes dun 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 dun. It turns into like a thrashy, like dun 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 dun. It sounds very thrashy, and you're like, I did not see that coming. At least the first time I heard it, I was like, whoa, and I got like super excited about it. I loved it.
Right on.
So yeah, this is my favorite song from this band. I mean, they're cool. I like Winds of Plague. I think last week Brian even said in the comments, he's like, wow, I forgot about them. It's like, I don't listen to them that much. This is an older, 2008. Did I say? Yeah, I was 17 when this came out. So yeah, no, this album is pretty much all I listen to when I listen to this band, and this song is my favorite. So of their music.
Right on. And then after that, you good, Todd?
Yes, sorry. I thought you were about to say it sounded like you were going to go into it.
Oh.
After that, we had Alert, the color show version by Toby. Again, I still have not found out how to say his last name. So if you know how to say it,
Yeah,
go ahead and give it a shot.
Again, I think I said it last week too. He says how you pronounce his full name in Round Here Part 1, and he says it too fast, and I can't get around to saying it. But yeah, this was probably my favorite song. I loved it. I like him. I've never heard this song before. I've only listened to a few of them, but I like this artist a lot.
This song was weird for me because there was parts I really liked, and then there was parts I really didn't like. I didn't really care for Yoko Ono in the song. I don't know what the heck was going on there.
Yoko, that's crazy.
That's the way I saw it, because I was like, I don't know. I don't think she added much to the song, and I think she wasn't necessary to be there.
Okay.
I liked his parts. Like when he started, like, I don't know. It was like certain parts in the song when he was like flowing with it. I was like, I love that. And then I was like, switches back to like her adding
his little prayer in the middle where he was like, I pray that all the just stay away from me. I was like, oh man, this is funny as hell. Yeah, his prayer.
I don't know. It's weird. There's picky parts. I really did like it. I was just like, there's parts I was like, dude, I like this a lot. And then it just cuts to something else. I was like, oh, no. Like, I did not like when she was saying alert. I don't know. That's what made me think of Yoko Ono. I was like, why does this feel like someone just interrupting a good song?
Oh, when John Lennon and boy were singing it.
That's why I referred to her as Yoko. Yes,
that's so different.
But that's the way I thought about it in my head, because I saw it as her ruining his flow. But if that's the way they work, that's the way they work. I just wish I would have liked it as much as I liked the parts in it.
That's fair. Was that the last one we had? Oh no. We had one more.
Also had
two more.
Two more. Shit, man. I'm losing it.
We had
I know there.
Roman recommending Work by Khan.
Oh, this one didn't want to load, apparently.
So I actually I misspoke. I forgot about these last two songs. These last three that we're going over. These are my I don't have any order. These are my three favorite.
There it goes.
This one, the next one, and Alert. These are my three favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was the most tolerable by me. I had to enjoy a song, like I said in the beginning. This was the one that was my favorite.
Fair enough. This one was all right. I liked it enough to like.
I'm a sucker for like those beats with the classic shit in the background, you know.
Yes.
I love that stuff. And
Same.
when you can flow properly with it, like he can, it's awesome.
True. Yeah, I like this one. It was great. I did not make my playlist, but it was great.
Okay.
And then last but not least, we had Reverie by Electric Callboy.
Dude, they never let me down.
I figured you'd like it a lot.
Yeah, this band.
I
have yet to be disappointed by this band.
I was listening to it. And I was like, I like this. I was like, I think Derek will love this too.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure on Todd, but I was like, I'll still recommend it.
I have fallen in love with Electric Callboy.
I do have a gripe with this song though. I love the way it ends. I love when he gets.
I was gonna say the ending's my favorite,
and I wish there was more of that. That was my only issue.
Sure.
I was like, why is it only at the end, dude? And I love when the children work the chorus at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that felt so heavenly. I was like,
very, very good.
Yeah. So, what about you, Todd? You didn't care for this one?
No,
this one didn't do it for me. I don't think I like Electric Callboy.
Wait, you said you liked them the last time I recommended.
Yes, I liked that song, but then after like listening to more of them, I don't think it's for me. Yeah.
What
I don't know. I just whatever the fuck.
Just like left going up.
Yeah, like I like the fucking their like sound and like it is definitely unique. Like that's I've never heard anything like it, but I don't know. There's times where I just feel like
very different.
It's like fucking 100 gecs, man. It's just like sounds mashed together. It's like they go. The contrast is just too much sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, I think it meshes so well.
Yeah, same. I really like the way it meshes. I think it's
I
fun
don't
to
know,
do like their
maybe I
techno
just have a
pop
sour
with,
taste because this
metal.
one really didn't do it for me. I don't remember which one you recognize or recommended the first
Parasite.
time. Parasite. Okay, I remember that one. I enjoyed
The
but
techno beats and
yeah. But maybe that's because it leaned more into that. I don't know. This one just.
There are
really
times
do
where
for
it
me.
almost seems like they lean way like they have a real wide variety. Like one of their more popular songs, damn, what was it called? The da 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 da.
We got the moves.
Yeah, we got the moves. Yeah. That one kind of leans more into the electric pop than the metal.
I think you
side.
should listen to We Got the Moves. I think you might like that.
I think Todd would love that one. That one I would love to just be in
watch
at a show.
the video too. The video's hilarious.
I would love to be at a show when that hits. Oh
Mhm.
man, the crowd would go crazy. Yeah.
Dude, in a different chat that I'm in, someone posted
I will be
Avril
right back. Go ahead and keep talking.
Avril Lavigne and Simple Plan came out with a song recently together.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. It's called
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
No,
it's called
joking.
Young and Dumb. And they're just
Oh
like
no.
talking
It might
about
as
when
well
they
be
were
called
young.
nostalgia.
I was like,
I was on
it's so
point.
bad. Yeah, no, exactly. But the thing is, like, Miley Cyrus already has a song about when she was young and stuff like that. And I was
I
like,
feel
oh,
like a
we're
lot of
just
people do
doing.
know.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just a little too cliche to be like,
Yeah. And I was like,
remake
oh,
two.
yeah, you're two coming back and you're mashing up for some basic ass fucking song. It was man, it was okay. It starts with like Avril like getting out of a van and she sees some girl that's dressed identically to what she was wearing in the Skater Boy video, and she's like, oh, I remember when I was that kid, and I was like, the fuck out of here.
Oh
This is already
no!
stupid.
They have a music video with this.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
guy from Simple Plan.
no.
He looks 20 years older than he was when I'm Just a Kid
No.
came out.
Why do I feel like this is gonna be so bad?
Yeah, no, you should listen to it, man.
I will, because that sounds so cringy.
Yeah,
But
I was not a fan of
sometimes
it.
you gotta hang your head up.
Yeah, right.
It's like literally the Steve Buscemi's "How's it going, fellow kids?"
How's it going, fellow kids? Yeah, I mean, Will said so. Oh man, what was it? It was cracking me up.
You know why it's
He
bad?
was so
Because
right.
they aged all of us on top of it, guys.
Well,
You're not supposed to
and
make our
also-
generation look
It's
worse.
not just that. It's like it's not Avril, because like, you know, she died years ago, and this is whoever this fucking
Whoever
woman
took
is,
over her body.
She sucks.
Skin crawler.
Yeah, exactly. She's terrible. Let's see, where was this? Yeah, Will said that was so generic. I think I fell asleep.
Oh no!
Yeah, no,
All right.
it was like an AI fucking made the song, and they were like, okay, let's sing over it.
Are we gonna do recommendations for next? If it is gonna be next week, I know we have like some things really coming up that might scrutinize our schedule.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also 4th of July week that week, so I mean, it's
Ooh,
4th of July the
okay.
very next day, so I understand if, you know,
Okay.
people are busy or whatnot. So we might have a show next week. It might be the week after that. Plus it'll be the 50th episode, so we might need to prep a little bit more for that. So
All right.
but we'll let you guys know either way.
So next song recommendations. You guys can't pick Bodies by Jid and Offset. Okay. Hang it up. We all know you were itching. Both you guys were itching to put that one on there.
What?
Don't play stupid. You guys know that song, right?
It came out
Bodies?
3 months ago. Yes, we know that song.
Bodies. Do you?
Maybe.
One with JID and Offset. Yeah, didn't that come out like in March or something like that?
Did it? And is that news to me? I thought it was recent.
I might know it, but I don't know it by the title.
Oh no, this one came out in June.
This one came out 7 days ago.
Which one am I
I
thinking
definitely
of?
don't know that. I don't know that at all. Why'd you say we can't pick it?
Because I assumed you both were I genuinely assumed both of you guys were gonna pick that one. I was gonna try to do a little foreshadow there. I thought you guys
No,
were
I
gonna
try
pick-
not to double up on the artists. I already did JID.
I don't do anything.
Have you heard this song on
Yeah.
Todd?
I have. I thought this was
7 days
I
ago. You
guess
said
the-
7 months ago.
No, I said 3 months ago. I
3
thought
months
this
ago.
was
That's
the
a
one that
crazy
came out in
Distinction though. You
I know
sure?
he had a single drop for his album that's coming out, and I think that's when that came out. I was mixing it up, but yes, I have heard this.
I have not. The
The
only
other
song, the
new
only
song
time I
that
said
came out
any-
is called "Work" or WRK.
The only song that I recommended that was brand new was the Key Glock one. I don't think I recommended anything brand new before. I don't know why you would think
I've
I'd
heard
jump
this
on
song
it.
though.
Do you want
Or
to stick
have
with
you?
it, or do you want to pick a different song?
I
Oh, no,
if
Adam's
I was
already
gonna
rem-
say if Adam
you
wants to
recommended
recommend
it?
it, go ahead.
I'll recommend it so Todd can hear it. He's
I'll
playing
listen
coy.
to it again.
All right.
So that's your song for real? You don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
another
pick
one?
it. I'll pick it.
Oh,
This
well,
is my most recently added. I have to scroll down to find Bodies, which is here. I have to scroll down past 6 albums.
Dude, he
Yes,
just
I have
added
heard
that.
this.
I saw him move it down.
you can't just move it down.
I'm just messing with
That's
you.
not how Apple Music works.
He uses Apple Music. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. All right.
I'm
That's why
writing
I thought it was
down.
old because it's 6 albums ago that I listened
Bruh,
to that.
that's 7 days ago. You said 3 months. You're crazy.
I thought this was his single that he dropped a long time ago.
Uh,
So Adam is recommending Bodies by Offset and JID. Yeah, I try not to double up on the artists.
I'll double up as long as it's good.
Yeah, double up.
All right, who's got the next song?
Todd does.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Now that I took his song recommendation, I'm joking.
No, I just got to make sure that I say it correctly.
Nah, I don't want to pick the song I'm going to. You guys probably know it too. Or you might not know it by the title, but once you hear it, I think some of you will know it.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Is it Shtickin' or Chicken?
Chicken?
Yeah.
E-ER.
Ear.
E-ER? Okay.
By DJ Scheme, Ski Mask, the Slump God.
Whoa, slow down. Schemes?
DJ Scheme?
Scheme. Is it S-C-H-E-M-E?
Yep.
Okay.
Ski Mask, the Slump God.
Ski Mask and Slump God?
Ski Mask, the Slump God.
Oh, the Slump God. Okay.
Featuring Lil Yachty. Oh, I guess it's Ski Mask, the Slump God, and Danny Towers featuring Lil Yachty.
D-A-N-N-I-E or D-A-N-N-Y?
D-A-N-N-Y.
Towers. Okay.
Featuring Lil Yachty.
Yep. Anything, Dylan. As long as you like it, dig it, hate it, and want us to react to something bad, horrible, great, and somewhere in the middle, something you just want us to see, get a general reaction to.
Yeah.
Recommend
all we ever
whatever
do.
you're feeling. If you want to just put us onto something, or if you just want to get a reaction, whatever.
Yep. I'm gonna go with King for a Day.
Okay, bye.
Pierce the Veil.
Have you recommended them before, or I know them somehow?
Well, they're
Veil is V-E-I-L?
V-E-I-L. Yep.
Okay.
Pierce the Veil. It's a fine song. I like it. It's not
You
like
know Pierce the Veil, Adam.
they're one of those like scene fucking bands.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had
All
the viral song, She's Mine.
Mm,
You stay
That
away
is
from
so
her.
crazy. That
I
is
didn't even know that
so
was that.
crazy. I made
Oh,
that.
really?
I made that joke
Yeah.
today with Amanda, and I even said to myself, "I don't even know who sings that."
That's
That's
hilarious.
weird.
Pierce the
That
I
Veil.
is
didn't
weird
I didn't
as
even
fuck
know
right
that
now
was
for
Pierce
me.
the Veil.
That is so
Funny.
weird.
I couldn't
that
tell you the
came
name of
full
that
circle.
song, but
That's-
yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that just happened. I feel like some
Well, this is not that song. I
middle
promise you.
intervention just happened.
This is not that song.
some powers beyond were like, I'm gonna give you the answer, Adam.
I got to go back to adding. I'm running out of songs to
That's
recommend
really weird
here.
to me.
Really?
Damn, I have like way too many songs I need to recommend, and I'm just kind of been picky choosy. And I tried to make.
That's how I am. I just don't know which way I'm gonna go every time. I'm like,
that's the thing is like usually I just keep adding, but the thing is like now that we're in the summertime, like for work, I'm working with people more than like during the school. I'm working like when
By
school's in
yourself.
session, I'm working by myself, so I can listen to a lot more stuff. But now I'm working with another guy and we're communicating, so I'm not really listening to anything. So it's a lot harder.
One earbud in.
Yeah, but then it's hard. Like when they're
I'm just
talking,
messing-
I'm
I'm
not
messing
listening
with
to
you.
anything.
You
Yeah,
go like this, huh?
yeah. No, I mean that's literally what I'm doing. Because I'll have one headphone in while I'm trying to do something, and then like he's talking, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta pause, and I feel like a jackass because he's like, he'll come back 10 seconds later, and he'll be like, hey, add something else, and I'm like, crap, hold on, gotta pause it and fucking hear what he's saying. But yeah,
I do have a lot of songs, and I was gonna go with something else just because Todd has heard Bodies, but at the same time, I do really want you to listen to it, so that's why I decided to keep it.
I mean, I can listen to it on my own if you have a different song you really wanted both of us to listen to.
I mean, I have a ton of songs, so I'll just
Okay.
leave it at that for now.
Okay. Dylan, are you gonna hit us with something or nah?
Or anybody else watching, any phantoms out there want to drop a comment, jump in the chat, hit us up with a song you want us to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever.
Because we about to wrap it up, Dylan.
Definitely about to wrap it up. Yeah, that's really all I got. I'm honestly like that shit tired. Like I'm about to pass out.
All right. A work of art.
A work of art by.
Is this Ice 9 Kills? Because we already did that one.
Did we? I don't remember that one.
That was the one where you watched the music video and Todd was like, "This doesn't sound right because they're doing all this different."
Yeah.
Terrifier.
Okay, yeah. Dylan goes, damn.
No, never mind. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, we just did that a couple weeks ago. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll have to.
Well, you lost your opportunity. No, I'm joking. If you have anything else, just feel free to let us know. You could even drop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit it in the Discord or just put a comment on it and we'll respond.
Yep. We'll add it.
Or if you could drop it right now in this matter of seconds. Okay. There you go.
Okay. Lightsaber and Black Forest by Murs. There you go.
All
right. Go ahead and send us out.
Yeah. With that being said,
you're good.
Okay. With that being said, we appreciate everyone for stopping by. It was a nice episode. Getting ready for great future things to come. If we're here next week, that'll be dope. If not, we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Happy 4th to everyone. Yeah. Love you all. Hit us up on all of our socials at The Lazy Susan.
Always.
And we'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.
Peace. Much love.